Before I show how it works, this is just what the output kind of looks like.
My passport to avoid babysitting on my vacation? Welcome back, like and follow for more, comment and let me know what you think.
So that's essentially just like what the subtitles in the voice sounds like. This is just a account I made just to prove a concept essentially. So it's not something I really do now, but Entertainment Hub. It entertainment was taken and it's not really a serious account. Got even like a little wolf reading the story, little bird or whatever this is. Just random, but yeah, just three examples. Now that we just saw what the output would look like, let's just do another demonstration just to show how it works. So when you're going to start off, you're going to run it. You're going to see two folders populate here. Ignore this one. This is just the font that I like, that I've been using. Okay, so run the file. You're going to get this UI. It's going to have model, ON and X, the model configuration file in a JSON, and the directories that we're going to be using. Okay, so we're going to start off with just the model, ON and X file. Could specify it more. Fine for right now. Story name, we're just going to call it story. You can see it updates, project title story. I have this hard coded in that I'm just the owner. The date updates for the date. We have all these other things we're tracking. Hopefully, since I'm in a data science schooling right now, that I could probably track these if I decided to continue to do this. I don't know yet. It's just purely for fun and creative outlet. Okay, so we're gonna look for the configuration file. It's a JSON file. It's the only one here. All right. This part isn't super intuitive, but it works for right now for just working purposes. So Piper, that's the talk to speech model that we're using. And we're just going to select the output file. So as you noticed, these were not here before, but they are now. We have the output settings, we have the file path, and we have the audio sequence, which is empty because we've not added anything yet. Alrighty, we'll go into that in a second, but let's go back here. Alright, so we have all these tracking things. We have these currently work. File duration does not. File types hard-coded. The rest are just going to update as we go. These are hard-coded. It just says how many subtitles we're going to have per line. Alright, so how are we going to input the text? We're going to get a random story. I ate a piece of Berlin Wall when I was 1. Love it. Okay, going to copy. Going to add. So we're just going to do that. Added I piece of Berlin Wall when I was 1. Entries, 1, word, characters. There we go. So if we want to clear this down, because we can just look at what we have. I had a piece of word Berlin Wall when I was 1. Okay. Copy, paste, more added. It updates 134, 547, 2 entries, clear output right here. All right. So now we're full screen. We can see that if we go to audio sequence, not here. It's been updated. We have the new story. All right. So we're going to click audio create. It's going to stop for a second. We're going to show it down here being generated. Okay. We have output 1, output 2. Let's give it a quick listen.
I ate a piece of Berlin Wall when I was 1.
She ate a piece of Berlin Wall when she was 1. Story 2. This one will pop this up just so we can read along if you want to check it.
I don't recall much, but this is a tale my mom recounted. When I was 1 year old, I resided in Sweden and my parents had just returned from a trip to Berlin. They acquired a piece of the Berlin Wall from a souvenir shop. Now, if the piece was authentic, it could potentially contain asbestos, but there was a possibility it could be counterfeit. Nonetheless, 1-year-old me deemed it wise to put it in my mouth. According to Mom, the wall piece was sealed inside a capsule, yet somehow I managed to open it. I am 13 years old now, and I am apprehensive that my life expectancy may have diminished.
That was a lovely little story, but as we see, it looks pretty correct. All right, once that's done, we can then create the subtitles. Create subtitles. You'll see this little one story. Could probably update that a little bit, but it works for now. It takes a little bit of time longer, only because we get some warnings, but it does work. When we go to, where is it? Get rid of that. Okay, so I had some troubles with the output. So let's bring this right here. So before, this would not show up, so we wouldn't have ordered subtitles, which would cause errors. And then we also had some where they would just start off without the hour, or like every one of them would have no hour part. So I had to add this for every single line and also add the subtitles. But that's besides the point. Let's put those back. Get out of there. I don't recall much, but this is subtitles work, and that's essentially how we get the output on TikTok, wherever that I put that. Here. Alright, so yeah, and then
Am I the asshole? For losing my passport to avoid babysitting on my vacation.
so just different types of stories.